You will? Oh, thank you.
Go find your father. His leg gave out while he was searching for you, just south of Mother's Heart.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll go to him right away. Thanks again. Well, because of you, I still have the spear to remember her by. You didn't have to help us, but you did.
Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here, Crapgamer Reviews, and as always back with another video. I do such varied content. You can't pigeonhole me, suckers. No, you can't. So what am I doing today? I am doing my first impressions, thoughts of Horizon Zero Dawn, the newest game from Guerrilla Games, and also one of the most hyped games this year so far, and one of the most hyped games that I've actually seen in a long time. And I'm sure a lot of you are interested in hearing my initial impressions. Some good, some not so good. Let's get started. First of all, graphically, this is easily a top 10 best looking game this generation. It's right up there. I mean, it's up there with the likes of Rise, Son of Rome, Gears of War 4, Uncharted 4. You know, it's right up there. You know, I wouldn't say number one. Like, I see some people say, well, it's definitely hands down the best looking game I've ever seen. To me, it's not the best looking game I've ever seen. It's very familiar looking, but it is a great looking game. I will say that 100%, a very good looking game. And Guerrilla Games always does that. That's never been their problem. They've always done a fantastic job with graphics, and this is no different. The lighting is great. Everything as far as the graphics are concerned are fantastic. A little bit of pop in here and there, no big deal. As far as like the score and the music and stuff, really good. I love it. I think the score is really phenomenal. And I think like the setting and stuff like that, it sounds really, really good as well. Now, the gameplay is tight. I have to say the gameplay pleasantly surprised me. Again, it's tight. It's very familiar. You know, if you've played like the Tomb Raider reboot game or Rise of the Tomb Raider, you'll probably get an idea of what you're in for the simple fact of that you gather resources in that manner, and you're using a bow and arrow. And, you know, like I said, I'm about, I think, 4.5, 5 hours into the game, something like that. Not too far, but far enough to form an initial opinion, so that's why I'm doing this video. As far as the bad, I have to say the voice acting is some of the worst voice acting I've ever seen, and the lip sync is just terrible. The problem with that is, and I know people might think it's a little bit of nitpicking, but you're playing an RPG, and an RPG... like, you know, if you go and play Witcher 3, you aren't taken out of the game in a really good story by bad voice acting. You know, it's always really good voice acting. You know, like the Mass Effect series. The main protagonist, she sounds okay most of the time, but everyone else, I don't know if the voice actor strike had something to do with this, if they just rounded up local townspeople and said, you're going to play this character and you're going to play this character, because some of these read like Krusty the Clown, you know, and if you guys watch The Simpsons, you know what I'm talking about when he goes in to read for his doll, and he just like reads really fast, like, hey, talking Krusty, it's Krusty the Clown, you know, just really fast, because he doesn't really want to be there. That's what that sort of sounds like, and I'm not exaggerating. The voice acting is terrible. I when I first started hearing some of the like other people aside from the main voice actors, I thought it was a joke, you know, maybe outtakes or something, but it's not. And not only does the voice acting sound bad, but it sounds like it was recorded poorly. Like, I don't know what the deal is with that. And again, like the lip syncing and stuff is a little bit bad. And another issue that I have is, so far early on, there is a save spot. I don't know what kind of game does this nowadays, but you should just be able to save wherever you want. They put a save spot, which is like a campfire, very Tomb Raider-esque, every like 2 minutes. Seriously, it's like absolutely ridiculous. And speaking of Tomb Raider, that's what this game reminds me of. Like, I think Sony does play it safe a lot. I know a lot of people praise their IPs, and I can get that, but look at Bloodborne, right? And people are like, well, that's a new IP, it's very successful. They just really copied the Bloodborne, just copied the Souls formula. With Horizon Zero Dawn, I feel like they copied the Tomb Raider reboots, and then to change it up, added in robots. Although it does have an interesting story, and I'm liking the game overall, just a couple of those things are really frustrating for an RPG. Also, they made it seem like this was kind of like a big open world game, and it's not really. I mean, it's really quite linear with where you can go, and they set your path forward and things like that. But as far as even on the PS4, just going back to graphics for a second, I think Uncharted 4 still looks better than this game. So while I do think the game looks good and it plays fantastic, again, there are some issues, and you know, I'll get called a fanboy or whatever. People won't want to believe that you know, that these things have problems because a lot of the reviewers didn't bring it up. But as far as I'm concerned, I still think it's a good game so far. I just think overall it's not perfect. It's not what I would consider to be like an instant classic or anything like that, for the simple fact of it's an RPG. You're supposed to be lost in this world, and then the voice acting starts and you're like, that's cheesy, you know, that's lame. So just my 2 cents. Again, I think it's a very good game. I'm not hating on it. I think it's fun. I think that it's got some really breathtaking moments, especially when you're by yourself and like the action-packed stuff starts happening. But then when you get to the talking and the bad lip syncing and the bad voice acting, yeah, that kind of takes you out of the moment. So that is a little bit unfortunate. You know, a couple other things. So hopefully I can, you know, enjoy the game and have fun with it and do a full review on it. But it's not the perfect game you were looking for. Maybe these things might not annoy you as much as they do me. But yeah, those are things to watch out for. Let me know what you guys think if you're planning on picking this up and playing it. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. Crapgamer, out.